Hello, this is Stephen Childs, founder of the Church of Fairness. My heart's kind of broke. Not broke, but I'm feeling the sadness because the Archon beings, I was listening to YouTube channel. He's talking about the Gospel of Philip, and I read it years ago, and a lot of times when I read, I go into an altered state, and so I'm given more information than just the words convey. So it talks about, well, there's a couple things about this gospel. One day I was reading it at the AA meeting. I'd been thinking about it during the meeting about the tree being the tree that's the root of evil. The whole tree of evil is removed. It's exposed, so the whole tree dies. When evil is exposed, it goes away. Evil has to be hidden to stay in existence. So the day after I was reading it, I was riding through town, and there's a big old tree, big old dead tree that had been there my whole life. At this old motel, in front of it, and they were cutting it down. They were removing the old tree. The day after I read about removing the tree of evil, and that's a coincidence. So when you see these kind of coincidences, it's like kind of disturbing. And that's what the Gospel of Thomas says, that you'll be disturbed and then you'll be amazed and then you'll reign over all. It's about us becoming deity like Christ. It's about us becoming a Christ. And so the rulers of the world did not like the early Christians because they were liberating them from being ruled by authority. So that's like me. I don't have any fear anymore. So I'm here to help the authorities. So they don't need to rule me. I'm helping them. And I rule by law. I understand that. So I'm trying to make a better world for all of us. And psychology's helping me immensely. So there's been updates from back then, from the time the Nag Hammadi library was compiled and hidden in the side of the mountain in the desert on the banks of the Nile River. And that sounds like the story of the Mormon religion that I grew up in. The golden plates were hidden in the side of a mountain. And as I'm rereading Gospel of Philip, I'm thinking, this sounds like the Jesus of the Mormon Church. And I'm telling my spirit friend that this doesn't really match with what I'm about. I'm not Gnostic, I'm not Christian. And she's just listening, and I read the part about God as a dyer and we're different colors, and I remember realizing that I'm green. And earlier today, I saw a guy, and for a minute I saw like his whole face was just red. And I thought, I wonder why I'm being shown his face red. And then I get home, and I read about the dyer of colors, 72 colors. Well, there's 72 virgins in Islam, and 72 is an aspect of the 360-degree circle, so it's divided into 5. So you have the 5-star thing. This is like numerology. So 72 is an important number, and 5 is an important number. This is because we picked 360 for the number of degrees in the circle. See, we're developing all this stuff at the same time. The religion and the math and the philosophy. Plato coined the term the demiurge, which the Gnostics used, and the perfect forms, which later became the perfect human, Jesus. And so it's all connected. It's all one story. So I'm arguing in a good way, just conversation, telling her that I don't buy into this. This is all metaphor. And we know the real truth now from science. And she agrees. So this is what worked back then, she said. So I'm like, you guys, this is your work. Yeah, it was their work. It was their communication with humans. So that means that where we're at now is we don't need to use metaphor to point at the truth. We have science. Now, as far as the aspects of like 0-point energy and why there's gravity and things like that are still very much hidden from science, they're probably much more aware. See, I had this idea of what gravity is. It's because the universe is expanding. So it's expanding so much that it creates the force of acceleration keeps us stuck on the surface of the earth. You see what I'm saying? So I don't have the math to compute that into the whole universe, but it explains it. It's not curvature, it's expansion that causes gravity. Einstein said it's curvature of space-time. Why can't it just be expansion of space-time that causes gravity? So she's telling me that will work. So the main point of this video is that my spirit friend that is connected to these extremely advanced beings, she's kind of like a spokesperson for them. She is one of them. So she like tones down her ability to put it into my speed of thought so that I can communicate with her. And so she's one of them that are advanced beyond our comprehension. And we'll learn if we can never agree to peace and being friends on the planet, then they're going to reveal who they are. But they don't trust us. We're still having wars against each other. So she's agreeing with the update idea so that we're not required to try to figure out these old metaphors. We're going to get the straight truth told to us. I think that's wonderful. Thanks for listening.